loose. Oh, you got to turn me around and put your feet on the ground. Okay, enough of that. Hey, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Footloose. It's an American Stage in the Park, and it is going to be an amazing show. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about American Stage. American Stage is actually the longest running professional theater. It has been in St. Pete since 1977 as a professional theater. So that's really cool. The longest running professional theater in Florida, I mean. So they're bringing you Footloose. Do you remember Footloose? So it was the movie in 1984, which is why I'm wearing my big shoulders today, with Kevin Bacon. You know, he's the guy, the sexy guy with the good dance moves who goes to a conservative town. And there's lots of teenage angst and moral stories and even a little fist fight, which is fantastic. And it's a great movie, but they're bringing all that to the stage in the American Stage in the Park. This is going to be Shane Stroff's 5th musical that he's done. He's done 5 of them, and the 3 that I think I like the best were Hairspray, Mamma Mia, and Spamalot. Those are my favorites. The history of American Stage in the Park is that it started off in 1986 as Shakespeare in the Park. So the first one was Taming of the Shrew, and I actually remember Taming of the Shrew and loved it. And they did Shakespeare for a couple of years and really did a knock out of the park job, no pun intended. In 1996, Tampa was so peanut butter and jealous, they had to take the show on the road at Curtis Hickson Park, and they had command crazy performances. So we're doing some street dancing today. That's why we have the cars in the background. So in 2006, they decided to take it to musicals. So it was no longer just Shakespeare in the Park, it was American Stage in the Park. In the 2010 was obviously the 25th anniversary, and they did Hair. And there were over 15,000 people in attendance for the show. It was a record breaker. Currently, in 2020, Broadway World named American Stage Theater Company as the theater of the decade. Let me give you some deets on the show. It's from April 6th through the 24th. You can start coming into the park at 6 o'clock, but the show starts at 8. There's not always concessions. Some of the shows have them, some of them don't. So bring your own little picnic that you can have your little snacks. And a little heads up, 4/17, which is April 17th, is the pet one. So you're allowed to bring your pets to that one. So check the website for details, but go and have a fabulous time and cut foot loose!